All right, good evening to all and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Sama natin lahat because we're actually aired worldwide and seen it on Facebook and YouTube on Sports Corner PH. It's a great honor this Friday na makakasama po natin two of our members of the Philippine Women's Ice Hockey Team, Sugod Pilipinas, na nagwagi po ng bronze medal diyan po sa Union Women's Ice Hockey Tournament sa Al Ain, UAE. And to talk more about it, we will now introduce themselves one by one and their positions nga pala sa team. Started with the Phil Canadian. Jordy, can you introduce yourself and you will want to greet our viewers there in their country?
Yeah, I'm Jordy Wyatt. I'm from Canada. My mom is Filipino, so I'm half Filipino. And it was my first time playing with the national Filipino team. So that was a great experience meeting everyone.
Your position nga pala for the team.
Oh, defense. I was defense, yes.
All right. And then si Nicole, say hi to the viewers and of course
Hi,
introduce at yung position mo.
hi everyone. I am Nicole Embalzado. I'm from Philippines and I'm a goaltender for this team.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for gracing this program. I know you've been resting right now, coming from Al Ain, UAE, para dito sa Union Women's Ice Hockey Tournament in Al Ain, UAE. A bronze medal for keeps. Sabi nga natin, ang tagal inabot bago makuha muli ang panalo. It took so long before we clinch again the podium finish. How are you feeling right now? Let's start with Jordy.
Kind of surreal because like I traveled all the way to Dubai and then I'm kind of just back here and it feels like I showed up there yesterday and it's almost been a week since I've left. But it's great that we got bronze and I think it was like a huge team effort by everyone and everyone just had a lot of fun doing it and it was more of the team had everyone's back. So that was really fun.
Alright, Nicole, kamusta na po kayo right after nitong pagkapanalo nga dito sa UAE?
Um, Actually, sobrang saya kasi first time ko actually sumali sa international competition since nag-start na ako last year mag-play as a goaltender. So, it was a great experience joining this tournament.
Okay. So ikaw yung parang rookie nga for
Yes.
the team.
Rookie goaltender. Yes.
So ilang rookies kayo for the team?
Two rookies tayo. Two rookies. The other one is Jody.
Okay. Alright. So before we edit dun sa usapan ninyo, si Nicole, ay kasama ng ibang mga members ng team, tumalok kakahapon doon sa financial literacy seminar ng PSC na ginanap sa Rizal Memorial Coliseum. At andun si Mr. Chick Positive, si Chinkitan. Alam natin,
Opo.
isa sa mga successful na mga financial experts wealth coach itong si Sir Chinkitan. At marami kang natutunan dito lalo na sa pag-iipon at pagtatabi ng mga pinag-irapang pera o yung mga cash incentives. Ano ba ang mga natutunan mo from this seminar kapon?
Madami po ako natutunan especially sa yun nga po pag-ipon kasi uh, especially sa Hockey Philippines, hindi po kami masyadong naka-funds from the government. So, kumari po sa All-In tournament, sariling pera po namin yung ginamit po namin para sa tournament na to.
Ayos. At alam nyo, malaki ang may tutulong din yan nitong mga seminars para at least may mga dagdag kayo mga natutunan at of course may mga marami pang kaalaman nga pagdating sa financial literacy, sa wealth management at iba pa. So kudos kay Commissioner Wawit Gomez for coming up with this kind of seminar na tiyak makakapulot yan ng maraming aral niya with regards niya dun sa financial management. All right, let's go to the main topic niya which is the ice hockey. Nicole, ikaw muna. So, it's been 3 years noong hindi tayo nakapaglaro ng ice hockey team natin dahil of course nangyari yung pandemic. Tumigil muna yung mga national teams natin sa training even though may mga home training nga. The last time nagkaroon ng exposure sa international scene was in 2019 pa. At grabe ang impact ng pandemic na ito para sa inyo at sa mga teammates ninyo. Even though ikaw ay isa sa mga baguhan ka pa lang sa team, alam ko naramdaman na rin ang epekto ng pandemic, no?
Um,
So ano masasabi nyo dito?
um, sa ano, sa actually dahil po sa pandemic na 'to, um, yung mga players po dati, 'di na po sila parang nagbago na po lahat sa Hockey Philippines since sa pandemic. So, ngayon po nagfo-focus po yung as a marketing team din po and, as a goaltender, nagfo-focus po kami sa marketing team para mas dumami yung players ng women's. So,
Okay. Kaya nga contact sport, itong ice hockey, kaya di pinaglaro kayo for 2.5 years. Yung ibang teammates, yung iba tumigil na talaga sa paglalaro.
opo,
Yung
tumigil na.
iba, pinursue na pa rin ang paglalaro nga. Dahil alam ko, marami pang taon na kailangan pagsilbihan pa sa national team. And nung nagbalik nga itong training natin sa ice rink, in particular sa SM MOA, parang excited na ulit kayo na makapaglaro on that trick. Ano ang reaction ng mga kapwa niyo teammates na ito nga, bumalik na kayo sa training for the national team na?
Sobrang ano po, mas nag-ano po kami, pursue to train more. Kasi siyempre rookie pa lang yung iba din sa amin. So, hinahabol po namin yung skills for next year's tournament po.
Okay, si Nicole actually, nabanggit mo kanina, ikaw ay isang newcomer nga for the team. Pwede niyong sabihin natin, bigyan natin ng konting background about you. Paano ba nag-umpisa ang lahat? Paano ka natanggap ka sa national team? And how excited are you na, of course, makapaglaro ka for the first time internationally?
Um, since konti lang po yung women's goalie sa Philippines, mga four, and ako yung pinakamatanda sa kanila. So, um, sorry. So, dati, dapat po mag-player ako defenseman. Tapos, parang sinabi nila, ay, kulang yung goalies natin. So, why not try it? So, yun na-try ko siya, nagustuhan ko siya kasi parang iba yung experience niya being a goaltender. Parang mas maano siya. Yung parang yung thrill for me since I used to be a basketball player. So, parang gusto ko yung physical contact talaga. So, yun. Tapos, so, para makasali sa national team, every week, every ice time, sumasali ako. So, sobrang excited ko, sobrang persigid ako para makahabol sa skills ng ibang goalies namin from other country.
All right. Thank you, Nicole. We'll get back to you later. Let's go now to Jordy. So, Jordy, you're one of the newest members now of the newest recruits of the Philippine national team na naka-base overseas. And that's a great addition na to the team because we have some local old overs, but also we have Phil heritage athletes that have committed to play for the national team. How happy are you that you get the chance to play for the country?
I was really happy. It was kind of always a dream of mine. My mom and I always talked about it. We were like, what happens if one day you get to go play for the national Filipino team for ice hockey? And I was like, that would be amazing. It'd be like a dream come true. But I never thought it would actually happen. So when it like just dropped in our laps, it was just like a dream come true that I never thought would happen ever to me. But it was, I hope it's not a goodbye, but I see you later and I get to play with the team again because it was amazing.
All right, Jordy, can you give us a brief background about yourself? How do you started playing ice hockey, and did you also play at your local leagues in Canada before?
Yeah, so I started skating when I was 5 years old, and I kind of just played hockey ever since. I grew up playing, I played guys for a little bit up until I was 10 years old. And then down in or up in Canada, we have different levels and tiers. So I always played in the most competitive tier growing up. So when I played in high school, we call it prep, and I got to travel across Canada to play against other hockey teams and girls, which was great. And then just last year, it was my first year for university, so I'm in my second year now, and I'm down here in Minnesota playing against teams in Minnesota and girls at least 5 to 6 years older than me. So that's also really cool, but kind of living the dream with hockey, traveling lots, been playing for a long time.
So Jordy, aside from you, what are those who will play for the Union tournament that have Phil heritage lineage? Are there any Phil Canadians that are part of the team, and even some girl from Europe are actually committed to play for the team?
Oh, okay. Hannah and Larissa, is that who you're talking about?
Who are the other additions that other recruits
Okay.
from the Phil
Yeah.
heritage part apart
Yeah.
from you?
So from Winnipeg, that's where I am from. There was Hannah Pigdato and Larissa Pigdato. I played with Hannah growing up. She's a year older than me. And then Larissa, I believe, is 2 to 3 years older than I am. I didn't play with her, but they're sisters. And I believe it was Larissa that got in contact with the Filipino team and obviously told their sister, told their parents, and then they reached out to me about it because I played hockey with them growing up. So I know for them, this is also like a dream come true because they're full Filipino, and like the fact that hockey took us to play with the Filipino team, I know we all agreed it was just a great experience that we hope, continues on and is not just a one and done. But I know they loved it as well.
All right. Jordy, how's the preparations for the team in this tournament? Physically, mentally, the nutrition, strength and conditioning, and a good mindset and attitude as one team as you team up with also with our local standouts.
Going into the tournament, I didn't really know what to expect because I was going on to a new team. So I kind of was going in with an open mind, really, really, really excited. And then meeting the team, it was like meeting family members practically. Everyone was super sweet. They brought you in, made you feel comfortable. So the mental part, it went really well and smoothly because the team was there for you. But physically, I'm not used to 45, 35-degree arenas. So going into a really hot rink, I had to drink 10 times more water than I'm used to and kind of conserve my energy more. And I can say the same for the other Canadians. We're used to colder rinks. So that was probably our biggest struggle physically, going to a more hot country and a more hot rink. So yeah, but again, the atmosphere of just the coaching staff, the other team, our teammates, it was a family environment. Everyone was supportive over everything, even if you made a mistake.
All right, si Nicole naman, mukhang nasasanay ka na na makapaglaro kasama yung mga foreign reinforcements nyo, yung mga Phil Heritage reinforcements niyo. Kamusta yung pakiramdam na makapag-training sila kasama nila?
Okay naman po kasi there's a connection between us since we interact a lot. Our coach always take us out for lunch, so we can communicate with the other girls like Jordy and Hannah and Larissa. So it was a good experience.
Alright, and bukod nga sa PSC na tumutulong rin sa inyo, meron kayong fundraiser para ipunin yung mga pondo para dito in regards sa travel expenses, sa tournament fees, at accommodation at iba pa. So, ano masasabi mo sa napakalaking reception ng mga tao with regards niya dito sa fundraiser na ginawa ninyo for this specific tournament?
Actually, for the fundraiser, yung registration lang yung na-cover niya. So, most of the other expenses are ours. So, ayun po. So, I'm very thankful na yung mga nag-donate sa amin um, for this tournament. And then next year, the PSC will
Okay.
fund us for our tournament.
All right. So more on registration fees lang ang sinalihan nyo. So ang pagkakatanda ko, UAE, Philippines, Iran, Mexico. Sino pa ibang mga bansa na kasama dito sa union na Isaki?
Saudi Arabia po. Oman.
Alam ko, Canada din kasama rin ha.
Sa isang team po siya ng Al Dhabi. Nag-iisa lang po siya.
Okay, okay, all right. So let's go to the observations. Medyo nakakapanghinayang lang that you missed the shot of getting into the gold medal match after losing to Panteras of Mexico. Pero nakabawi ulit kayo at we are delighted to see them again in action sa bronze medal game kung saan nakalaban niyo ang Lias ng UAE 5-4 to win the bronze medal. Siguro ang iyong assessment in this tournament proper. And how do you describe the feels of having getting the chance to play again internationally sa o kaya first time to play into the international level? Nicole, you first. Your assessment po.
Actually, um, nung pagdating ko, sobrang fired up ko na parang I'm ready to play for the team. I'm ready to win this for the girls. And but suddenly I got injured during the practice in UAE, so I haven't played that much. I played two games. The Shaheen with the Shaheen I played there, and then I played for the bronze medal two periods. It was really um great experience, and I really played my 101% for this team.
All right. Si Jordy naman, your observations on the outcome of this tournament. What are the learnings from that?
I'm really proud of us for winning bronze. Bronze, I think it was a team effort. Um, for the qualifier against who was it? I believe it was Abu Dhabi. If to go to the final game, that one probably sucked. It was hard because we only needed one more goal to tie the game. But, games don't always go the way you want. And the fact that we still were able to it's just a great step for I think the national Filipino team to you play still you don't out of 8 teams that's still tough to do, so the fact that the team was able to achieve that was amazing. Yeah.
Jordy, how do you describe those efforts being given by the team to keep their composure in this tournament? And did you also feel the difficulties in regard to less of skills and communication in every games?
Sorry, can you repeat the first half?
Did you actually confident of the team's efforts to win the games and of course the difficulties regarding in the skills and communication and the struggles of it?
um I think the team I think our first game was really
Okay,
rough
Jordy, you're
because
breaking
we
up. You're
all
breaking
just
up. Can we close muna yung camera so we could hear nga pala from the audio? Only the camera will be turned off.
recently, and it was our first time playing as a team. Um, and we had other factors
Can you repeat the answer, Jordy?
Hello?
Can you repeat the answer that you said earlier?
Can you hear me?
Yes po.
Oh, I think the first game was rough for the team because we had just traveled. We were playing all together for the first time, and there was other external factors coming in. Um, I think it was definitely uh, a challenge we had was the communication part because there was people new to the game and you're playing with new players, so you're not used to how they're playing. It's not like we had enough time to get used to a team dynamic on the ice. Um, and then playing against the other teams that maybe not have had as much skill, I feel like we took advantage of that. And like against Shaheen when we won, I believe it was 12 or 13-1. We took advantage of practicing passing in their zone and having like keeping the puck on our sticks and getting our heads up to make plays. So then in our harder games, we had practiced it and we were ready to utilize it, which I think helped a lot because when we went up against the harder teams, we definitely it paid off for that practicing that stuff.
All right, thank you, Jordy. One last question before we go back to Nicole. There's actually some individual awards during the tournament.
Yeah, yeah. I got player of the game the second game, and then I believe it was top scorer or top forward. I wasn't there for that, unfortunately. My flight left, so they had to pick up the award for me.
And what's your reaction on getting this?
I was really honored. I'm not usually I'm not the goal scorer, so the fact that I was able to get that award means a lot to me. I'm just really honored that I was recognized as one of those players and the fact that they took the time out of their day to identify me as, one of the top forwards or top scorer and player of the game for one of the games means a lot because I really just wanted to go out there and try my hardest because it was for the national Filipino team, which is for me was the once in a lifetime experience. So I didn't want to waste it away.
Okay, thank you, Jordy. So we go back to Nicole. With this presented opportunity na maglaro kayo internationally, parang it turns out to have a great impact na rin ito sa women's ice hockey program, mapa-national team man lang or sa grassroots. Ano sa tingin mo ang naging advantage talaga ng itong pagkapanalo nyo ng bronze sa inyong programa? Nicole?
Hello. Um, parang sa aming mga players, parang mas gusto namin mag-train more to get that, um, what do you call this, a bronze podium. And papunta pa lang doon, really wanted to get on the podium kahit gold, champion, silver, or bronze.
Nicole, pwede niyo siguro bagitin din ang ilang mga members ng team. Can we give them credit din sa ating mga team? Pangalanan mo sila.
Um, Actually, for the rookies and under teams, kasi dalawang line lang kami sa tournament na to. So parang hirap na hirap sila playing, and they did their best to play two lines in every game.
Yun, yung mga names ng mga ibang mga kasama
Kami,
nyo.
okay. Okay. Um, uh, as in, isahin ko po.
Sige,
Uh, Jody, Dino, Georgie Rehencia, Hannah Pagdado, Teresa Pagdado, and Jordy Wyant, Adria Ham, um, Kim She, um, Luan Cortez, and Nika Villanueva.
all right, all right. So, ang susunod niyang paghahandaan ngayon ay yung IIHF. Tama ang meaning niya. IIHF, Asia Oceania Continental Tournament, which is happening on May 2024. So, mukhang mahaba-haba nga ang preparasyon niya ng Pilipinas para dito. Paano naman ang paghahanda niya para dito sa tournament na ito? Kung sakaling sumali ang
Um,
Pilipinas.
Simula po ng pagbalik namin, actually nag-training na kami this Thursday. And may mga invitational na tournaments na kailangan namin salihan for bago yun nga po, bago mag-Oceania. Kasi gusto namin ma-practice yung kami for yung team para sa bago nga kami lumahok doon, parang inaano kami na masanay kami sa international games. Katulad nung sa November, pupunta kami ng Thailand for LOS, Land of Smiles.
Okay, si Jordy, how do you excited to play more tournaments right before the IAHF, the main tournament of IAHF this coming May?
Um, right now, we unfortunately don't know if I'm able to make it. We're trying to see if I can apply for my dual citizenship so I can continue playing for the national Filipino team. So unfortunately, right now it's still undecided, but we're trying to make it work out so I can go play, which is what I want. I definitely want to go play, but we're just trying to work around the logistics of that.
All right, all right. And last question before we wrap up. What are the developments in the style of play for our national team compared to the previous tournaments, lalo na you have been a great you have been an integral part, and of course the other Phil heritage standouts of this newly built team that was putting up right after this pandemic. What are the improvements right now in the style of play?
Uh,
Actually, sorry.
I see Jordy
you go,
muna.
Nicole. For me,
Yes po, you first muna.
um, well, just meeting the few people that played because I heard that there was other players as well on the Filipino team that didn't go. Probably just continuing the passing and like getting your head up and playing as a team because I think that we came a long way throughout the tournament on doing that. And the more you play as a team and passing and having more confidence in yourself to carry the puck and hold on to it, it will provide the national team, great success, I think.
Alright, Nicole, ito na pagkakataon na sagot.
Um, yung siguro since we started, yung progress ng team is that mas naging aggressive sila. Tapos alam na nila kung saan yung positioning and man-to-man playing. Kasi before, nagkakasert lang namin, parang di nila alam kung ano gagawin. Tapos laging may penalties like offside. Hindi nila alam yung positioning. Like kalat-kalat po kami from the start. So, yeah.
All right. And again, I would like to acknowledge the both of you for a job well done. Congratulations. Delightful to have you guys as our guests in our program. And finally, kami nga pala yung pinakauna na nakapag-interview namin sa inyo right after the tournament, no, Nicole?
Ay, yes po.
Ayan. So, habang yung mga ibang media nakapokus sa ibang sports, buti naman tinutulungan lang kayo para dito sa exposure para mabigay kayo ng interview nga with regards nga after the tournament, yung post-tournament observations nga dito sa ating programa. And again, thank you so much for guesting with us. Before we say your final words, we will do our photo op. So thumbs up and smile. Jordy, can you open the camera
Nope.
muna
Yep.
for a little while to do our thumbs up? All right, thumbs up. In one, two, three, go. Okay. So as we wrap up, can you say your final remarks and please thank them for all the support, encouragement, and of course the reception that the national team are doing right now. Let's start with Nicole. Pasalamatan niyo sila.
Thank you for the team and for the supporters and also the people who donated for this tournament. And thank you then for this interview din po.
All right, thank you so much, Nicole. Very appreciated and we look forward niyan sa maraming taon ka pa na pagsisilbi nga sa ating inambayan. And finally, Jordy, it's a pleasure to have you on this program and it's so much to have you as our guest. We have definitely a great conversation there. So it's your turn now to thank all those who have supported the team from the start until the bronze medal finish.
Thank you for having me on this, and thank you so much for everyone that supported. I know in the Philippines, they got a lot of support, and back in Canada, we also got a ton of support from family, friends, and organizations. And I'm just forever grateful for all that support because without that, this would have never happened. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for the team and the coaches.
And again, we'd like to thank the both of you for joining us. And thank you rin sa Aki Philippines sa pag-coordinate sa atin na makapag-interview natin sila right after the tournament. And again, we look forward nga sa mas marami pang mga competitions sa ating mga female, mga Pinay ice hockey players natin. For sure, they will add some experiences and learnings from that tournament that will be used for the long preparation niya for the IAHF and the other international tournaments to have joined. And we look forward to talk to you again in case there's a great development, a great achievement that the Philippines will come up to in those competitions. Again, thank you so much to the both of you and keep safe and stay trained hard for the other competitions. Good night po and thank you so much and goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a good
you.
day.
Oh,
Good
thank you.
morning and good night. Salamat po.
Good night. Salamat po.